Hi, welcome to my channel, Takoyaki Tarot. Today is Wednesday, April 16th, 2025. So before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you, gives you clarity, great. If it does not, then don't force it to be your story. Okay. I gotta make this quick. Well, I don't have to. I want to see if I can make this quick. I want to see something. I'm going to get 6 of these. One. That's so interesting because all day I've had this feeling of this. I've been getting like a stalk or prey energy the past couple days. The first card that came out said lock your doors. So make sure your doors are locked, your windows are locked, okay? Make sure, 2, 3. Somebody, yeah, Pizamiza, somebody is watching you. So not only are they watching you, but they want to see what you have. So this could be somebody that is trying to find a way in your home. They want to see what you have. I really want to say spiritually, but the thing is, if they've been trying to do this spiritually, right? If they've been trying to find a way in your home spiritually, like your dreams, your energy, blah 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 blah. If they've been trying to find a way, and they couldn't because they don't have access to, this person is trying to find a way physically. This person is struggling. They have a lot of family secrets that they struggle with. Deep, dark family secrets that they struggle with. One of them I'm hearing is incest. For some of you, this is your ex-husband or your ex-boyfriend. Depending on who you are, it could be your ex-wife or ex-girlfriend. The card came out ex-husband, ex-boyfriend. So, to sum it up, collective. And I'm only laughing because I tell people not to karmics, okay? I tell people in my readings all the time, I'm getting dizzy. I'm getting very dizzy. If you don't want to be revealed, don't hide in my energy. Right? It's just in my nature to illuminate things. I can't help it. It's like I need. It is okay. So to sum it up, collective. So this could be for divine feminine. You have an ex-boyfriend or an ex-husband who struggles with family secrets, deep dark family secrets, which may or may not be limited or including family incest, or whether that be emotionally or other, right? But for the sake of the reading and to try and keep it as clean as I can, I will say just emotionally, even though that's still dirty in its own way, right? This person is watching you, okay? They want to see what you have, the things that you have, tangible things, monies, cars, clothes. They want to know what you have, all right? For some reason, this person thinks that you think because of the things that you have, that makes you better than them. That is a projection. This ex-boyfriend or ex-husband, they truly feel because you must not need them, or you must not be reaching out to them, or you must not be communicating with them, or whatever the case it is, right? So in their mind, oh, you think you're better than me? That is a projection. When the reality is, what reason, pray tell, do you need to communicate with this person? It's not because of the thing that you have. It's just you don't need to. This is an ex for a reason. But this person feels like the only reason why you're not communicating and you're not reaching out to them is because to them, it's like, oh, you live... I'm gonna give you an example. It's like, oh, you live on Fifth Avenue now, so you don't know nobody. You can't talk to nobody. Oh, you think because you got this job now, you think you're better than me, so you can't talk to nobody. You can't say hi. Oh, what? You have to be a stranger now. It's that kind of energy that this person is trying to put on you, but they're just trying to mask the fact that, like, even if you weren't living on Fifth Avenue in Manhattan, I'm just using that as an example, right? Because it's something I read today that really has, even if you weren't living in that mansion, even if you could be living in a box on the corner of the street and you still wouldn't be talking to this person. But this person feels like it's because of the things that you have, the money that you have, that's why you're not communicating with them, right? Because of that, it's like, it's making them, it's really triggering their ego. It's really rubbing them the wrong way. Why? Because they feel insecure about their money and their finances and where they live and whatever. All right? It's a whole... Listen, if you really understand why people feel the way they do, like if you really get in there, like really get into the layers, it's like, oh, that's why. It'll be so, it makes it so much easier to just... Anyways, back to what I was doing, right? It makes it so much easier. Whether you're living in a box on the corner of the street or living in a mansion in Fifth Avenue or living in a, I don't know, skyrise in California, it doesn't matter. This person is just trying to, oh, it's got to be their new house. It's got to be where they live. It's got to be their job. It's got to be their car. It's got to be their finances. It's got to be this, right? But they're doing that because they're comparing their lack of, or they feel that they have a lack of, right? Which is crazy because this person has a lot of family secrets that they should try and heal from. But anyways, so yeah, lock your doors because this person is trying to, this could be somebody that's trying to look in your windows. Oh, what are they eating? What do they have? What's going on, right? Two-faced friend, nightly prayers came out. They just fell out. Two-faced friend. So for a lot of you, you had a friend around you that was very two-faced. This friend was a friend to you, but also communicating with this ex-husband of yours, or ex-girlfriend, or ex-boyfriend, or ex-wife of yours. You had a friend around you that was a friend. From your perspective, they were a friend. So you conversed, you hung out, you laughed, you opened up, you shared, blah, 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 whatever, right? This person was also communicating with your, for Divine Feminines, because this is how it came out, you had a friend that was also communicating with your ex-boyfriend or ex-husband behind your back. And one of the things that they were telling them, this ex-boyfriend, ex-husband, was the things that you had, right? This ex-boyfriend or ex-husband would... It's kind of like would send this person out like, oh, where do they work now? What do they have? What's going on? It's kind of like this two-faced friend would give this ex-boyfriend or ex-husband of yours updates about you. This is someone that weaponized your friends, weaponized your connections, and honestly, that just says a lot about where you were at the time when you had these connections. Because obviously there was a part of you that allowed these connections, right? There was a part of you that must have been very weak and vulnerable and looking for love and blah, blah, right? Because you were befriending people that were easily tempted and easily corrupted and willing to sell you out for a bag of Cheetos, pretty much. That's okay. With your nightly prayers, I feel like for a lot of you, your nightly prayers has allowed you to see this, recognize this, illuminate this to the surface, right? If it has not come up yet for you, keep going with your nightly prayers because it's going to continue to illuminate such things for you, all right? This, not only who this friend is, but what they were saying to this ex of yours, and this friend could have even told them, oh yeah, they live at blah 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 now, right? They live at Fifth Avenue in Manhattan now, right? And this ex could have been like, oh, so that's why they're not talking to me. That's why they're not reaching out. Oh, they think they're too good now, right? Miss Skyrise, Mr. Mansion over there. That's why they're not reaching out to me. But it's just this person, they're so twisted, right? They have a warped sense of reality. and it's their ego. They can't fathom that you are choosing of your own free will, your own volition, deliberately not going out of your way to communicate with them. Their ego cannot handle that. So what does it do? Their ego has to fill that in. Like, oh no, it's not you. They're not talking to you because of this now. So but here's the thing, when that is no longer a thing, it's going to make up something else. Oh no, they're not talking to you only because of this now. It's just very exhausting. 2, 4, 6. We got the letter R on the bottom of the deck. This person wants to run your life, this person wants you to run your pockets. Interesting, because I had a dream. I was talking about in my yesterday's video, right? Where, was it yesterday's video or the video before that? Where I was talking about how, like, I had a dream that I was in a car and there were 2 men robbing people at gunpoint, and I was just being told, keep painting, right? And, you know, they didn't even, like, touch my car. It's like my car was, like, invisible to them. This is somebody that wants you to run your pockets. Run your pockets, right? They want you to give them something tangible, something that they can hold in their pocket. So it could be like money, right? Something that you have that they feel that's, oh, you think you're too bougie now? You think you do better? They want you to run your pockets. They believe their own lies. As I split the deck, I'm going to get one more. Self-care. Keep focus on your self-care. But like I said in that one dream, right, I was told keep painting, like basically like mind your business, just keep your head down and whatever, right? Just lock your doors and mind your business. You being focused on your self-care is allowing you to evade whatever this weird dark thing is that's coming from this ex of yours that is watching you, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. I'm hearing like a viper. Right? This person is waiting for you to let your guard down so they can strike and take. They are here to kill, steal, and destroy. Because their ego cannot their ego cannot fathom that you are choosing to not deal with them. That's it. You don't want to. Right? It's like this person, this masculine, this karmic masculine could literally be the last man on earth. And you're like, yeah, no, I'd rather not. And this man is like, but I'm literally the last man on earth. And you're like, yeah, okay, and I'm the last woman on earth, so what's your point? I don't want to. Oh, you're just saying that because you're just saying that because you think I'm not the last man on earth. No, I've literally been told and shown that you're the last man on earth, and I still don't want you. Or you're just saying that because, like, it's just, you're just saying that because whatever. I mean, at this point, just let them. If they want to use their ego as, like, to make themselves feel better, let them. Because at the end of the day, you still don't want them. That's not something that you have to go to bed and sleep with that night and think about, and justify. No, you don't want to. That's it. You moved on. That's it. I know I don't want to, and that's it. I'm good with that. I can sit in that. This person, this masculine, they can't sit in that because they're constantly having to justify things. And on top of that, they have their own dark things that they must heal. They have to. Yeah, I'm gonna make this quick. 4 of Pentacles reversed. They have to let this go. I also feel like this two-faced friend that was around you, or that is around you, they have to. It's so crazy because. Alright, we're about to play with words right now, okay? So, for those of you that are currently dealing with this, you have a two-faced friend around you right now. They are also being told to let go of your ex-husband or ex-boyfriend. They don't want to do that, but they have to let this person go. This person is not their person to hold on to. The only reason why they're holding on to them or feeding them information or being their butt buddy is because this person once belonged to you. This person was once in you, around you, enthralled with you. This person was once yours, right? You touched this person, whatever this person was once yours, right? Now this two-faced friend, anything that was a collective, it's like this is somebody that wants your scraps, your crumbs, right? Oh, that was the collective, that's mine now, that's mine, you don't want it, that's mine, finders keepers, that energy, right? But the two-faced friends of yours, for those of you that are currently dealing with this, they are being told to let go of this ex-boyfriend or ex-husband. And this person could have even said, I'm not really down with you. I was just using you to get information on the collective. I'm going to be serious about that. This ex-boyfriend or ex-husband could even be saying that to your two-faced friend. Your two-faced friend is just like, no, but we have a connection. We have something, right? For those of you that this is like over with, there's a two-faced friend that you let go of. They don't want to let go. This could have even been someone that was always going after your exes, right? You ever have that? You ever had that person that, like, whenever you break up with someone and then, like, a couple months later or a couple years later, they end up dating them, right? And it's just like, it's not the first time. It's always like, you can count on two hands how many exes of yours this person's dated is this person. So it's not just like one ex. It's like this two-faced friend of yours, they don't want to let go of your exes simply because of the fact that they were your exes. So this person tries to make connections with your exes, and a lot of it is also with their ego too. So this karmic friend could be a feminine. It's their ego too. It's kind of like, yeah, I got them too, or yeah, they loved me more than they loved the collective. It's like a weird one-sided competition in their twisted little brain of theirs as well. It makes them feel good, right? Yeah, like I can make anybody who falls in love with the collective, I can keep them, I can get them, I can make them fall in love with me too. But the reality is, these exes of yours are only dealing with this two-faced friend because they're feeding them information on you. They're giving them information on you, right? It's just like the closest way for your exes to be able to be connected to you, be around you, because they can't physically do it, spiritually do it, emotionally do it. So what's the closest way, the best way? The second option. The settled option. Get with the collective's friend, right? Because in a way, it's like they can they'll sleep with this person. Oh, so what are you in the collective doing? What is the collective work? Okay, so what's the collective been up to lately? What'd you guys do today? Did you guys do anything? Blah, 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 right? They're living vicariously of their past relationship with you by sleeping with your two-faced friend. Hello. Because they can't fathom the fact you let them go and moved on. So they're the ones that has to sleep with your two-faced friend or friends, which is easy because it's like they were never even loyal to you in the first place, these friends of yours. And for some reason, your ex-husband or ex-boyfriend, they know that. They could have even known that your friends were not loyal to you. And you're like, oh, you're just whatever. You don't know loyal. But your ex-boyfriend or ex-husband, they must have known that the people that you so-called your friends, they were never loyal to you. That's why it was so easy for your ex to corrupt your friends. So that way it's easy for them to live vicariously in that relationship that you once shared with them. Right? I'm boiling some corn and it's like it's cooking. Can't wait. Alright. So now that's over, right? That's settled. We know the who, the what's, the whys. Alright. I'm hearing, when is this taking place? So somebody is trying to get something to take place. Somebody's trying to I'm seeing like dominoes to fall down, right? Somebody's trying to get something in motion and going. Like they're trying to get something going. Or they were trying to. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. So yeah, because what I'm hearing right now is, when will this take place? So the thing is about time is like, so for some of you, the when will this take place, that question, it stands, right? But for some of you, I hear police sirens. So when will this take place? For some of you, you could be asking this from the past. For some of you, this question could be being asked from the future. Time is very, very interesting. It's I need to choose my words carefully with this. If you know how to dabble, it can be fun, right? But you know that saying where they say drink responsibly, right? Drive responsibly, time responsibly, okay? But for some of you, this is a question that when will this take place? For some of you, this is something that, like I said, it already happened in the past. This is the revelation of when this person tried to take this, tried to make this happen. Whatever, it's just sucks. Who cares? Right? That's going to be revealed to you on March 8th, 2022 at 7 o'clock. This person tried to break into your house. I don't know. I'm just using that, like, okay? And we're in 2025 now, so... King of Pentacles reverse. This is definitely a karmic masculine. I'm also getting that if this person was not like your, there's something about labels here, okay? There's something about labels. If this person was, here's the thing. You might not have considered this person to be your boyfriend or, you might not even claim them as your ex-boyfriend or ex-husband, or maybe they never really were that title, but they considered themselves something of that matter. Something, obviously they had such a great ego to where they considered themselves to be like, they gave themselves a title of your ex-boyfriend, and they might have just been like a situationship or something like that, or whatever. With the King of Pentacles in reverse, yeah, this is somebody they want, with the whole Pisa energy here. They want to know what you have. They really feel like the only reason why you're not communicating with them is because of the things that you have. But here's the thing, like I said, you could live in a box on a corner with not even 2 pennies to rub together, and you still wouldn't want to talk to this person. But then this person would be like, the only reason why they don't want to talk to me is because they don't have a phone. So obviously they can't afford to talk to me, because how can they afford to talk to me if they don't have a phone? That's the only reason why they haven't talked to me, because they can't afford to talk to me right now. But then you get a phone. You get a phone. Oh, they're not talking to me because they don't have my number. You know their number. Oh, they're not talking to me because they must not have access to their phone at 7 o'clock at night or whatever. You see what I'm saying? This person, they're trying to justify why you don't want to communicate with them. You just don't want to. But they feel like it's because of the things that you have, or this person could be very, 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 I'm talking like disgustingly materialistic. So they could equate to their value to what they have. This could be a karmic Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or there's something going on with their health, or, okay, because of their obsession with you, right? They let their obsession with you get the best of them, and it kind of like it took control over them. Like it just, like that whole Edgar Allan Poe, right? There's that Edgar Allan Poe story poem where his obsession got the best of him, and he basically like lost everything. He lost his mind, his sanity, right? Telltale Heart. So this person's obsession for you, they ended up losing with the King of Pentacles reverse. I'll show you, right? So they may not even be an earth sign, but it could be because of their obsession with you. this twisted obsession with you, watching you, looking at you, spying on you, keeping tabs on you, living vicariously through the relationship that you had with them by getting with your friends, right? That obsession that they has, and they lost everything and their health declined rapidly. So now that Taurus energy I have, they don't have anything. That Virgo energy, I analyzed, their health is on the line. They were too focused on you that they kind of like, they lost their job, they lost their health, they lost their sanity. If they have children, they lost custody of their children, or something could have happened where their children, they were not paying attention. Maybe their children got into an accident. One thing led to another, right? It is kind of like they were too busy watching you, spying on you, paying attention, not realizing that their kid is out there playing with matches, and now everything's like engulfed in flames, right? Their obsession is, that's why obsession is deadly. Okay, so that's that. We got Capricorn out here twice with the Four of Pentacles reversed and the King of Pentacles reversed, and then that's also Taurus and Capricorn and Virgo. This person, they have a very, Capricorn out here twice. Virgo once, Taurus once. Whoever this person is, their obsession for you is sick. It's dangerous. This person is looking for you to take away the things that you have. They want you to run your pockets. They want to take away the things that you have because they feel like the things that you have is the very reason why you aren't communicating with them. Right? So it's kind of like, let's say that's never going to happen, first of all, right? But in their mind, they feel like that would work. But here's the thing. If everything was to be taken away from you, you still wouldn't communicate with them, right? You're still not interested. They're going to spend the rest of their days, because of their obsession, trying to justify. They don't want to talk to me because they don't have a phone. So you get a phone. Oh, it's just because they don't have a number. Oh, it's just because of this. It's just because of that. It's just because of this. It's just because of that. Right? That obsession that they have with you, combined with that very, very South Node ego driven of theirs, ego. Listen, it's very, very. Keep praying. You need to keep your prayers up. Don't be afraid and right. Don't be worried, but you also need to know that there's a person that's they have a very toxic, sickly, dangerous obsession with you. And they want to take everything away from you because they feel like the only reason why you are communicating is because you have things. So they want to take things away from you. So let's say they take everything away from you, right? They come in as a knight in shining armor. I will give you a home. I will give you clothes. I will give you food. I will give you money. I will give you a phone. So what does that mean? That means you would be put in a position where you would have no choice but to communicate with them. They're going to take everything from you. That's their plan. That was their plan. That is their plan, right? Time. Take everything from you and then be the savior to give you exactly everything that they lost from you, so that way you would have no choice but to communicate with them, right? So they would put you in a position where you would like drop your phone and break your phone into pieces. So they would buy you a phone. Right? Oh, there's no reason why you can't talk to me because my number's in there and that's my phone and I'm paying for the phone and I'm this and I'm that. Like, so you have to talk to me, right? You have to talk to me. You live with me. I pay for your phone. I give you the food. I give you the job. I give you the money. You have to. And God's like, yeah, we're not about to put the collective in that position because no, crazy pants. You're not going to be their destroyer just to be their hero, just so that way. You want to force them into communicating. You want to force them into your life. And God's like, yeah, no, that's not happening. Ace of Wands reversed. This person's blocked. They wanted you to be blocked from everything so that way they would be, even like you see like the whole last man on earth kind of energy, right? I'm the last man on earth, so you have no choice but to copulate with me, so that we can start the earth all over again. And God's like, no, that's not gonna happen. I'll just make another person for the collective. Right? God's like, don't worry, collective, because I'm building you a whole new man. I'm building you a whole new woman. That's not the last woman on earth. That's not the last man on earth. And this woman was doing everything possible to make sure that they would be the last woman or the last man on earth. So you had no choice but to copulate, procreate, be with them, marry them, communicate with them, right? And God's like, yeah, no. Ace of Wands reversed. This person's blocked from your energy. And this person was also doing this because you blocked them from your energy. Oh, you think you're going to block me? Well, I'll make sure I'm the only person you have to talk to, so you have to unblock me. God's like, yeah, we're not about to do that. No. Right? This person is under a false misunderstanding of the position that they had in your life. Have in your life? Has in your life. This person was trying to make it so something wouldn't work out, you would run back to them. Something wouldn't work out. And a lot of it is ego, right? They wanted to have their ego rubbed and played with, and amongst other things, but it had to be you, right? There's also something here about, so the sick obsession that they has had with you, right? It's kind of like they're using that to put a band-aid on the family secrets that they suffer from, deal with, are involved in. So it's kind of like you would be the perfect, or you would have been like the perfect image of their wife or their husband, and no one would have been none the wiser to their dark family secrets, because it's kind of like they would never do that. They're married. They would never do that. They have a loving wife. They can never be that person because they have a loving husband, right? But they it's like they needed your image to help fulfill this image, to help them get away from these family secrets that they right? You get it? My head is itchy. Alright, I'm gonna get 2 to 3 more. And then I'll close the reading, because I want to go eat. Ace of Swords reversed. Wow, this person is living in a lie. And it's crazy because the lies that they are living in is those lies that they are trying to live in is what's blocking them. So this could be, I don't believe he's gay. He's got a wife. He's married. He can't be bisexual. He's wife. He's got a wife. He's married. He's got children. He's got a house. He's got a car. He's got a whole career. There's no way he's an undercover drag queen. He's an upstanding citizen in society. There's no way. Don't bother me. Queen of Cups reversed. That's the two-faced friend around you. Could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could be any sign. Or it could just be the fact that this Queen of Cups reverse, she has a bad sense of intuition. She swore she knew what was going on in your home, your environment, your relationships. That Four of Wands energy, that Cancer energy, right? But come to find out, it was also a mystery to her too. Right? She thought that she knew you, so she was confident to feed this information to this ex of yours. Come to find out, not only was she lying, kind of like winging it, right? She's also blocked too. She was there. She's a dummy, blocking herself by trying to make it seem like she knew who you were, not realizing that, like, by helping him trying to live out a lie or fantasy or whatever, an image, like, they're both blocked, and they were both lying on you, trying to manipulate a truth about you, not realizing that they're just going down a one-way path to giving themselves delays and disasters and blockages. And right, you got one ex that was not trying to let you go. You got a two-faced friend that's trying to live vicariously by trying to be you, by trying to sleep with what you slept with, kiss what you kiss, touch what you touch, right? I can have that too, right? I gotta put my charger on, hold on. So, yeah. But I feel like this ex of yours, because of how dark and twisted and living in their south node they were, they didn't realize that the very same friend of yours, like, first of all, they already knew that this friend of yours was two-faced, right? So they already knew how corrupt this person was on top of that. But I don't think they realized, I'm not excusing anybody, I'm just, right? I don't think they realized that the same person that they were, like, getting information and sleeping with and trying to keep tabs on you was, I don't think they realized that this was actually Queen of Cups in reverse, right? But because they were so much in their south node and because of family secrets, right, the whole family incest thing, whether it's emotional or other, so this ex of yours already had a twisted view of women, mother figures, with the Queen of Cups reverse, right? That's like a mother figure, a very nurturing, emotional, loving, sweet, kind mother. But what I'm picking up on is this ex of yours already had a weird toxic sense of mothers or women. So they didn't immediately pick up on the fact that this Queen of Cups reverse was a Queen of Cups reverse, right? They were already under the illusion, right? They were already confused of what nurturing mother figures are like. Okay, so they already 1 second, Pumpkin. It's outside, but we're not going to get it, so you have to wait. We're not getting it. No, leave it.
Yeah, I want the slide.
I know that, but you're going to have to leave it.
But Lua was the slide.
I know, Pumpkin.
But Lua was the slide.
I know.
But I want
We're going to get it soon, but not right now.
you said I know. I said no. I said no.
I didn't say no. I said not right now.
I said yes. Lua said I don't say you can't put it outside. You have to put it out home.
Baby, we're going to get it, but not now.
You need to put it out home. Take it.
I will.
And now you said I know you can't put it outside.
Okay, I'll grab it.
No.
I will grab it soon. Kids are very, very sensitive. Okay. But, so, anyway, so this ex-husband or ex-boyfriend of yours, they already had a twisted view. They were already under, like, a false illusion of what Queen of Cups upright is, because they could have always already been surrounded by Queen of Cups reverse. So this two-faced friend of yours was no different from their cousins, their mothers, their sisters, their aunts, their grandmothers, whatever, right? It's just like, oh, you're this Queen of Cups reverse, you remind me of my other Queen of Cups reverses in my family, so obviously it's like this, they were surrounded by Queen of Cups reverses in their lives, so that's like the only example they had of like mother figures or women or whatever the case it is, right? So this two-faced friend of yours, who was a Queen of Cups in reverse, it was just like a normal, that's how women are, that's how mothers are, that's normal, right? I feel like for a lot of you this could be past tense, because it feels like this ex-husband or ex-boyfriend of yours, there's something going on, because this Queen of Cups reverse doesn't want to let go of this ex-boyfriend or ex-husband of yours. And that's a really big indicator of the fact that if she's not letting go, if she's trying to hang on, that must be that this ex-boyfriend or ex-husband is realizing you're a Queen of Cups in reverse. You're not it. So she's probably like, he's realizing that she's not it. That he was under illusions, Ace of Swords reverse. He was deliberately being blocked by a bunch of Queen of Cups reverses around him. Right? Your two-faced friend was, I don't know. All right, I'm gonna get two more and then I'll close reading. Man, to wake up one day and realize that everybody around you was lying on you and lying to you and deliberately blocking you and helping you live out your fantasies and illusions, not trying to help you heal, not trying to be like you don't realize you shouldn't be doing that. Like, to wake up one day and realize that everybody who deliberately enabled you to keep you blocked from being a divine masculine, to wake up one day and realize, damn, everybody ain't shit. That's a hard pill to swallow. Ace of Pentacles reverse. Wow. Ace of Pentacles reverse, Ace of Wands reverse, Ace of Swords reverse, Queen of Cups reverse. This ex of yours had like the worst example of how to live a life, how to be a man. They have the worst example of a Queen of Cups in reverse cannot teach a man how to be a divine masculine. What she teaches is how to be an Ace of Pentacles reverse, Ace of Wands reverse, Ace of Swords reverse, how to steal, how to take, how to, I'm a woman, I deserve this. I'm a woman, I don't have to do that. How to be lazy, King of Pentacles reverse, lazy, complacent, materialistic, right, cold, unnurturing. And now if this is a father, doesn't know how, it's like a deadbeat dad kind of energy. My son is perfect. Queen of Cups reverse, because they're codependent, right? They're emotionally codependent, right? They can't be a woman enough to have their own man. So my son is my boyfriend kind of energy. Women, like I said this in my video before, women like this, they do not create divine masculines. They produce narcissistic men. That will only change if the man, right, wakes up and realizes, wow, you're all Queen of Cups in reverse. 44-44. Right? And on top of that, your friend was also a Queen of Cups in reverse. But because they were surrounded by karmic women, your friends who were karmic, they're like, oh yeah, they knew the game. This ex of yours knew the game, right? Well, Divine Feminine has karmic friends, so I already know that they're not on Team Divine Feminine. They're karmics, right? Karmic Feminines are already right there, out for themselves. They have no loyalty. No, you saw it for yourself. Your karmic friends, there's no reason why your karmic friends are already on your 6th ex dating them. Right? You already knew. They have no sense of loyalty if they're dating your exes. Come on now. It's unbelievable. Alright, this is going to be the last one. Oh, wow. We got a bunch of them that came out. The Hierophant's upright. The 5 of Swords upright. The 7 of Pentacles upright. And the 6 of Pentacles upright. So, I feel like God is letting you know. I gotta put it like this. There's a couple things. God is letting you know that it could be this two-faced friend, but there's somebody that has been investing a lot into lying. It is Ace of Swords reversed, right? 5 of Swords upright is kind of like 5 of Wands upright, but 5 of Wands is more like throwing punches, whereas 5 of Swords would be being bitter and snarky and throwing words around, right? Like being reckless with the mouth. So I feel like you had a two-faced friend around you that was being reckless at the mouth about your marriage with this person. So for some of you, this is about your ex-husband. With the Hierophant, you had friends around you that was being reckless at the mouth because they didn't want this 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. They didn't want anybody to be invested in a relationship, a marriage, or they didn't want anybody to work with you, invest in you, be successful with you, give to you in a healthy give and take relationship. You had a two-faced friend around you that was deliberately doing this because they didn't want to see a man give to you, invest in you, be with you, or just men in general. Because this two-faced friend, now if I'm going to get it deeper, now if I'm really going to really get in there, it's because this two-faced friend around you, they're tired because men don't want to invest with them, don't want to give to them, right? Oh wow, the World. I didn't even see the World fall out. The World fell out, yeah, behind the 6. So it was actually the 5. It was the Hierophant upright, the 5 of Swords upright, 7 of Pentacles upright, 6 of Swords upright, the World upright. This cycle of this two-faced friend around you deliberately being reckless at the mouth so that way, like around your exes or your ex-boyfriend or your ex-husband or your exes in general, like deliberately whispering things in their ears and just so that men wouldn't invest in you because they knew that these men or your ex or whatever, they knew that they would see you as the one, like you're that wife, you're that husband, you're the one to build with, you're the one to be with. You have this friend around you that was like deliberately sabotaging relationships because they didn't want to see you be with a divine masculine. This could also have been someone that was like trying to be with your exes and also trying to convince those exes to be with you, or like, that's sick. Just so that way, oh no, if you call them, they just, have you tried calling them? Have you tried this? Have you tried that? While still like being in the same bed, like they would be in the bed with your ex while telling that person, well, maybe if you try this, maybe they'll try and talk to you and blah blah blah. That's weird. That's so dark. This is a whole game. You had a two-faced friend around you that was like deliberately trying to keep your exes tied to you, enabling them. So that way a divine masculine or good, healthy men wouldn't invest in you or see you as the one. And, you know, but this is done. This is over. This is no more. This, with the world card, this is ended. This two-faced friend has been annexed. They're exiled out of your energy. The exes or ex-boyfriend or ex-husband that was under this illusion, right, taking the word of this Queen of Cups reversed because they thought this was because they were also, that's the only example that they had, and blah blah blah, right? They are also like, yeah, you're definitely not it, right? Your two-faced friend is like, wait a minute. It's a mess. It's a mess. Somebody was really playing a really, really dark and layered game, and it was a friend around you, a woman. Wow. But congratulations, you played yourself, because Ace of Pentacles reverse, Ace of Wands reverse, Ace of Swords reverse. You get nothing. Three of Wands reverse. This person, they thought they were really doing something. They thought they were really getting ahead of the game, going down the racing line, about to cross the finish line. No. What happens now is God's gonna pick you up and put you back to the start line, right? You're playing this person was trying to win a game or win the race by having to like throw bananas in front of you or trip you or whatever, and that's how they got ahead. And by like stepping on you, right? Sabotaging your relationships and stepping on you, making them feel good. But God's like, okay, well, if you really want to be in a race, how about you start from the beginning? And you're going to be the only one in that race. You don't have anyone to cast illusions on. You don't have anyone to, I'm a woman, I deserve this, give me this, push me forward and do that. God's like, no, because now this karmic masculine it's releasing you. Divine feminine released you. Now this two-faced friend, the gun went off a long time ago, and they're still, I can't do it. I can't. God's like, well, you wanted to be in a race so bad, right? So go ahead. Now you can run.